Hello friends and sunflowers, my name is Lena and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be watching and reacting to, for the first time, Sacrifice Eat Me Up music video by Enhypen, and I'm really excited because it says Dark Moon again in the description of this video, which I was not expecting. I thought maybe the previous one, like Bite Me, was a fluke or something. I don't know, my brain was like, well, maybe the logo was just... I don't know, but it still says Dark Moon, but they told us it's a new story. It's supposed to be Dark Blood. So I feel like this is just further proof, if you saw my theory previously, that it's like some sort of parallel dimension. They did say like multiple dimensions wait for us and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm really excited. It seems like basically every Enhypen music video almost is related to the storyline at some point, and so I'm guessing this is something. I will say that from the teasers it kind of looked like it had something to do with like heaven. I saw a theory that maybe the river that they kind of were lying by was actually the river Leith? I don't know how to pronounce that, which is one of the lyrics in this song. And it's like the river that's actually in not heaven. I don't know if I can say that word on YouTube. So yeah, that's a very interesting theory. I'm very excited to see what's gonna happen with this. It's kind of cool because I know that they're doing the vampire thing, but they're also still doing the like new story in a different universe, but that's tied to the previous universe. So you kind of have the past knowledge to work off of, but then you also have like new stuff that they're just, anyway, I also got this version of the album, if anyone was wondering. It's actually just gorgeous. Place your bets on what photo card I got. I'll show it at the end of the video. Anyways, let's not put this off anymore. We're gonna watch the music video, I think. I think we should do that. That's why you're here. Ooh, what is he lying on? Oh wait, okay, I'm sorry. Already pausing. What is that? Is that like black feathers? Rocks? Kind of looks like rocks, kind of looks like feathers, don't know. This is an interesting shot already. We have two different universes, but like also two versions of himself maybe? It doesn't have to be two different universes even. I feel like it's like literally like, you know, you're mirroring yourself. It's like a different version of yourself. Here too, I'm sorry, I'm pointing with my finger as if you can see my finger off screen. Here too, it's like already a bit of a reflection. It's also kind of slow-mo. Oh, and Jay's reaching for something? Okay. Wow, this is an interesting freeze frame though. So we had, sorry, let's just go back slightly. We have angel wings already. So that's the, like, heavenly aspect. I feel like this is, like, a stairway to heaven. Oh, more wings, and it's red. Which, like, blood, vampires, corruption? I don't know. Red is very symbolic, though, in their universe. I'm talking, and this is why I paused to talk, because otherwise I'm gonna miss stuff. There's stuff, like, every second. It's so exciting. Again, falling wings? What is... It's like they're shedding. I can't tell if that was white wings, but it must be, right? So their wings are falling, like fallen angel? What is that? Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I literally just keep going back and forth. What is that? It's like an obsidian-looking rock. Oh. Oh, he's climbing the stairs. He's reaching, but it's a black thing, though. Interesting. He's like weirdly obscured here. It's like something you can't even see. Like it's not reachable in the first place. It was never reachable for them. Is kind of the vibe I'm getting just from this one shot. He's struggling. You can't see this guy. Like he's struggling to climb the stairs and you can't even see what he's reaching for properly. Like we obviously get close-up shots, but like the sun is obscuring it. It's like it's too bright. You can't even look at it. Which does actually make me think of the lyrics of Bite Me, I think. It's like so bright like the sun or something like that. So it's like, it's unreachable for them. Icarus, too close to the sun, but you couldn't get there, you fell and burned instead. I guess that could be a reference to that too. They have referenced similar things to Icarus before. Okay, wait, he tears off the necklace. Got you. I'm sorry again, I'm going back so much. Wait, okay. What is this? It looks like he was like a chalice or something. You know, like goblets or something like that. And it had like a big, I don't know, Like, it literally looks like he's been drinking. That may just be because... And he's fallen off the swing. He's fallen... I'm getting falling from grace vibes, and that may just be because of, like... It may be because of this, like, river thing, which, again, was in that theory that I showed you earlier, the tweet, that it might be, like, the river Leith because of the clouded nature of it. I'm not super, like, knowledgeable about all that, but that's a very interesting if so. And I'm curious to see how this music video goes. It is a heart. I was about to say, it looks like it was, like, breathing like a heart. Like, beating, not breathing. It's so interesting. It's like a black heart. It makes me think of Fever. Because they had a close-up of a heart in the Fever music video. Oh. It fell. Okay. So, interesting, the necklace and the heart both fell. The necklace did have, like, a little red thing on it, so maybe the heart was related to why they had wings in the first place. And then there's Flash's Dark. Fallen Angel. I'm getting a lot of Fallen Angel right now. You're seeing that, right? That was in the teaser, too. What is that ball? Like, what is it, his soul or something? Okay, immediately nighttime. But there's still, like, pure white color. Reflections, again. Wait for it. Nikki's reflection right here. Wow. He had the knife in a lot of the promo things, too. Like, Nikki's story in this new kind of era has a lot to do with the knife. I don't know how, but knives can be kind of important in, like, rituals and things like that, especially, like, older rituals. You can draw blood with a knife, so that's a notable thing. Again, there's River Leith, which I may be pronouncing wrong. I'm not sure. Someone will correct me, I'm sure. Arrogant is an interesting word to use here. Illusion must have been, like, what they thought was going to happen. They were arrogant. They assumed they would have it all. Maybe they assumed they would become... You know, and this is making me think of, like, Choose Chosen as well, like, where they thought they would have it all, but people didn't know, like, Blessed, Cursed, they thought they would have that, but they didn't. It ended up not being what they expected, or, if you remember some of my early theories for Enhypen, where that, like, they were tricked into becoming vampires, I wonder if this is related, you know? Okay, so they are drinking, these are not the same cups that were in the, like, cloudy white area, but the whole surface of the table is basically a water reflection. Who does that? Who did that? First of all. Who did that? This is making me think of Blood, Sweat, and Tears by BTS. You know, the scene where they go... It's similar transition, even, except it's a shadowed? Yeah, so it's a shadow hand. Shadows are also kind of prominent with Enhypen, right? Like, again, Fever. Everything's coming back to Fever. This video is really making me think of Fever. This really looks like a fall from grace. What on earth are with these windows? You guys remember Let Me In? How they, like, go into, like, I called it a worm square. Kind of looked like a window. There's kind of, like, the illusion of windows, glass cracking and stuff like that. This looks like... This is making me think of that a little bit. Like, there's all the different windows that they can look out of or go to, you know. The other thing I can think of is window to the soul. But it also looks like he's trapped in there, eh? Oh, and there's a mirror. And he can go through the mirror. Multiple realities wait for us. But I also feel like it's an internal thing, too. It's like potentially telling us two stories. Okay, so it was a bed of black feathers he was lying on. So his feathers, they shed, they fall, and then once they've fallen, they become black. So I guess by the nature of your wings falling, they become like a dark angel, or you could consider it maybe a fallen angel. Ooh, wait, hold on. Okay, so much going on. Again, ah! Okay, so he's already sort of starting to bleed. Like he's been hurt or something. He's even got like a little bit of red on his sleeve. And then it goes into his heart, which is not black. But this makes me think again of the Fever music video where I think it was Sunghoon's heart was closed in on and it had the chain wrapped around it. That's the scene that I'm thinking of that makes me think of this one. Except here, you know, we've seen hearts twice now in the music video, and the first one was black, a black heart, so his heart was still beating, but he's dying, or like, you know, part of him is dying. I think this is like representative. Obviously it's not really them. Also, I do think it maybe ties in with the whole vampire thing, like this is them when they were human and pure, before they became a monster. I feel like this is the fall from being like a normal person, thinking that the vampire abilities will make you a god or give you a high level of status or something, or just like make you more powerful or kind of godly like. And then instead what happens is you fall from grace and become a monster, a vampire. Ow. And there's the fall. Wow. Wow. I don't know what this... Is this symbolic in some way? The hands doing that? Oh, I guess it's just two people reaching for each other. But why are they in between the hand? I feel like there's symbolism here. I might have to think about it, but maybe I'm just not understanding or I don't get the reference. Let me know if you know. I love the contrast of like how they have, especially in the dance shots, they have like the brightness followed by the shadow. So they'll be bright and then they'll be like whoosh, shadow, and then bright and then shadow. Watch. Bright and then shadows. And then here, shadow, bright, shadow, bright. I love that. It's like flickering between the two because like it feels like it's like they're even also changing their opinion of themselves, and it's flickering between the both of them. There's the potential river leaf, or at least the water, the reflection. Oh my goodness. Why is Nikki always the one who's chained or tied up? In their debut music video, Given Taken, he was also chained. Although, I don't think it was exactly like this. But it makes me think of that. Oh my god! Okay, so, wow. It did seem to be that when the feathers fell off, they turned to black. But here, it's like bleeding out black. So I guess it was just like a process. This looks like something. This looks like something, right? So it's now zoomed out and we see he's by the red. The red also makes me think of like fire. So like, you know, down under in the underworld maybe. The black and white feathers, everything's turning. I'm wondering if, are they going to change into dark clothes too? Like at the very end or something? This makes me think of the thing in the back of Fever. Do they sacrifice their hearts or something? I'm starting to think the Fever music video is actually tied to this universe. Because that music video to me never made sense in the previous universe. Except for the flashback sort of scenes. But like the more modern day scenes I felt didn't make sense. So I'm curious. They all have like kind of various like flowers kind of growing out of the white as well. So I guess this is like just showing the transformation. It looks like they matched the background. So there's like pink flowers here, and then this looks pink and it looks like he's got pink here. So I'm guessing that that was kind of the theme. White, pink, and then turning into black. Ooh, bliss graced upon by fate. I wonder what this ties into. What are they sacrificing themselves for? Because previously we were told about Suha. However, the girl that we saw in like the kind of concept video for this album was apparently not Suha. That's what Heesung himself said. He said, this is not Suha, she's not in this. So this is someone else. This is someone else they're dedicating themselves to. I don't know if it's the girl or if it's something else. But I find it very interesting. It's very cool how they're setting all this up. Oh, and he discards the things that were tying him there. What is that? Jongwon, what are you holding? I was hoping I'd get an answer. Or like that it would turn dark. But it never did turn dark. And he never did go into the water. They're all just staring up upwards. Curious. If the water was really the river Leaf, then they were in the like underworld trying to claw and climb their way up. I guess. Or like maybe they were in the underworld the whole time, but they thought they weren't. That's so interesting. Let's go back in one more time and just pick out the key points. Sacrifice, eat me up. So like clearly the sacrifice has to do with the heart. They're giving up their heart. They're giving up their angel wings. And that's the sacrifice, I guess. Which is why they end up falling. He looks angry about it though. Like in the song it's kind of like, oh, beg me, I beg you to save me. And then it's like, please don't leave me to be forgotten. I beg you to save me, twisted so distant. But he doesn't really seem, like, thrilled. But I guess those who sacrifice themselves don't necessarily do it because they're thrilled to do it, so. There's also parts of the lyrics that kind of interest me. Fate comes up a lot. Fate is obviously something that was mentioned back in Give and Taken, like in their music video for it, and in the lyrics, I think, of some of their other music videos as well, or songs as well. Their concept video for this album, it also said Fate. It's interesting, Nicki's at the top here. I wonder if that's important. Like the people who end up on top. Especially because Nicki had the knife and everything too. But I do think the knife had to do with the like sacrifice feeling. Like this almost seems like it's the ritual, you know what I mean? And like the kind of graininess that is in this. They have like a filter over top of it that's kind of like a little bit fuzzy. It disappears when it gets dark. It's clear now. I guess that's the heart in the middle. And then it's Nicki and, is that Jake? So Nicki and Jake are sitting at the table here. I wonder if there's a reason that they're the ones that are at the table. You know what I mean? This hand thing kind of makes it feel like darkness takes you and takes you here. I don't know what to take away from that. And what's up with Heesung's room here? And Sungwoon, they're both in the same room. And now Sunwoo. We know this turns... Wait, oh, he's also in that room. Wait, okay, wait. So, the window room opens up to that weird thing in the end where I was like, this looks familiar. Wait, where is it? Here? This is like where they're dancing, actually, apparently. And the way they cut it, it's like made to look like the under version of this, you know? Because, like, you have the inverted sort of version here, the inverted thing here, and then you go to the other one and now it's upward. It's like an upward triangle, so they're purposefully inverting each other in a way that you kind of feel like you recognize it, which is maybe why. And even the way it's lit kind of makes me imagine the stairs are still there, even though they're not. But like, I feel like I can imagine that it's there, you know what I mean? Okay, wait, so I am a little confused. He was tied up, and then he escapes himself when they decide to actually sacrifice themselves. The way that they've, I don't know, styled them and done their makeup here, they look so young and innocent, like, versus the, like, more dark makeup that they were wearing in the, like, dance shots and stuff. But, like, look how, like, he looks very youthful. You know what I mean? But, like, here... they look so much more innocent in the other shots. Look how, oh my god, Sunwoo. It's very, very pretty. And I feel like that's definitely intended to make it look like they're young and innocent and then they fell. You know what I mean? Interestingly, you can't see the arch here, but you can see the arch in the reflection, which is going downward through the water, and they did see a lot of reflection stuff. I feel like that's significant somehow, although I wouldn't be able to tell you how. We can see the lights coming out of, like, here in the reflection, but here you can't see. It's too bright, you know, to look at. Kind of like the light that's right here that you can sort of see in my reflection. I feel like this is a very symbolic music video. We don't understand the context of it yet, but I would not be surprised if we get more context in the future that will further explain this. I feel like there's just a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? I would love to put together like a long video compiling like the concept video, Bite Me music video, and also Sacrifice Eat Me Up, of course, and kind of see what I can maybe come up with. No guarantees on that, but I do want to do it, so fingers crossed that that comes to fruition. Yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this reaction and you liked my insight and that it was helpful to you. I'm sorry if you could hear my air conditioner the whole time. It's summer in Japan almost, and it's starting to get very humid and hot, and I just tried turning it off, and that was... no. Also, now is the time to reveal what photo cards I got. So, first one, I got Jake! Flower Jake! Obviously, if you're a Patreon, you already knew this. I shared it in the Discord, but yes, Flower Jake. Absolutely beautiful. Second one, drumroll please, Sungwoon. Sungwoon! Oh, he looks so good too. I'm so happy with these photo cards. I especially love Jake's flower. But also I thought the back was really interesting, so I just wanted to share it. Because I feel like a lot of people post the fronts of the photo cards and not the back. But, like, Jake's card is, like, literally, like, this, like, black ball thing. Which kind of looks like two universes colliding, if you kind of can see that in the light. Here, let me go close. I just wanted to share that. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that YouTube tells you every single time that I post a video. And of course, I want to give a shout out to my patrons over on Patreon. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. If you want to become a patron, get access to videos early versions of videos, early scripts for certain tiers, private Discord server, and weekly updates. The link is in the description down below and probably on the screen here somewhere. As it is, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay sunny, everyone. Bye!